boys and girls. So today we are going to go ahead and finish up our animal and plant life cycles unit. So we have been talking about plant and animal life cycles, and so we are going to go ahead and see what you know. Okay. So, Arsabat, who can read this? Tyler, go for it.
Students will be able to obtain, evaluate, and communicate information about life cycles of different living organisms in order to ask questions to determine the sequence of the life cycle of common animals such as a bird, a chicken, and amphibians such as a frog, and insects such as a butterfly.
Good job. So today you are going to be communicating with Ms. Jones the different life cycles or the different stages of a plant's or an animal's life cycle. Particularly, we're going to be focusing on animals and insects today. All right?
Okay.
So, boys and girls, who remembers what is a life cycle? Who can explain that to us? Rylan, in your own words, what is a life cycle?
A life cycle is something that an insect or animal will go through.
Okay, just an insect or an animal? Or what? Or all what?
All animals.
Okay, I'm looking for a key word. All what?
Metamorphosis.
That we are going to talk about that word, but all living or non-living things. All living things go through a life cycle. And Rylan said that that is a series of changes. So, Tyler, can you define what that means? A series of changes.
A series
You said it.
is a physical change, which is a metamorphosis that animals and insects go through.
Very good.
Kiss your brain. That was really good. All right. So you have hit the nail on the head with what a life cycle is. So now I want you to tell us what are some life cycles that you know. Ethan, start us off.
A chicken.
A chicken, okay. So does a chicken have its own life cycle? Yes, it does. Jayla, give me one.
Frog.
A frog, good job. A frog does go through a life cycle. Nehemiah.
A beetle.
A beetle, good job. What does a beetle start off as, Nehemiah?
It starts off as a mealworm.
Good job.
Sincere, what do you know about life cycles? What life cycle do you know?
Butterfly.
A butterfly.
A
Very
butterfly.
good.
Good. So all hands down. So we're going to look at some animals that do go through a life cycle, and we're going to discuss some of or the stages that they go through. All right. So you've already told me that a life cycle or metamorphosis, because we use those words interchangeably, what they are and how an animal goes through those. All right, so here we have a chicken. Who can tell me what is the life cycle of a chicken? What does it start off as, Nehemiah?
It starts off as an egg.
It starts off as an egg, all right. What does it do in this egg? Do you know?
Yes, it makes a change, and then in a few days it grows up, and then it starts cracking out the egg.
How many days does it take to hatch?
21.
21 days, good job. What is the second stage of a chicken? Dylan.
Second stage is
A chick, good job. And what does a chick look like?
it looks like
Just describe it. When you saw it actually happen, remember? What did it look like?
it looked like just a regular chick.
But there was some adjectives and some descriptive words that kind of describe what it actually looked like, because after a couple of days, it didn't look how it looked when it came out of the egg, right? It looked different. Jayla?
The color of the chick is yellow.
Yellow. But its wings are what?
Soggy.
Soggy? Yell it out to me there.
Wet.
Wet, they're
Wet.
Sticky.
sticky and
Wet.
they're sticky and wet. Do you guys remember that?
And they're
Summer? And they're what?
Tired.
They're tired. Yes, they are tired from doing all that hard work of hatching.
Yeah, came out the shell, they did not look like this at all, did they?
No, they were very wet. They were wet and sticky. And if you pick them up, they'll taste real pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta dry them off.
Okay, let's see what else. Who remembers this one? What is that? McNeese?
A tadpole.
Okay, so can you tell us, start us off about the life of a tadpole. What's it gonna grow into?
It's gonna grow into a frog.
Okay, so who wants to tell us about what they learned as you all were going through the life cycles of the frog? Who can tell us what you remember? Okay.
I remember the tadpole started up as an egg, then the second one is a tadpole, then the third one is a tadpole.
With what?
It grows legs.
Uh-huh.
It grows front legs first, then the back legs second, and then it's a frog.
An adult frog. Right. Very good.
All right, and next. Ooh. So this, we were trying to say these in our PBL. So, were we just trying to say butterflies?
No.
What kind of butterflies? Monarch butterflies. Good job. So, who can tell me the life cycle of a butterfly? Rylan, go for it.
First, it starts off as an egg,
Okay.
and then it grows into a larva, and then it turns into a pupa or chrysalis, and then it turns into an adult butterfly.
All right, and what's another word for it as a butterfly? What's another, or as a butterfly goes through its life cycle, what do we call the larva of a butterfly?
Caterpillar.
A caterpillar, good job. And we know that when it turns into an adult butterfly, what does it have to do? Isaiah?
Let its wings dry.
It has to let its wings dry, and it has to pump what?
Blood.
It has to pump blood into its wings so it can do what? Fly. Good job. All right.
I have a question. So, as these animals or insects go through their metamorphosis or their cycle of life, just like we did, do they look the same as the first stage to the adult stage? Do they look the same? No, just like we didn't. When we were babies and then we grow into an adult, we look like totally different people, don't we?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, boys and girls. So, what you're going to do is, your task is to figure out which life cycle you want to model. Okay? So, each of you, this was mine. So, this is your exemplar. This was an example that I did. I chose to do the plant life cycle. Even though you're going to focus on the insect or the animal, I did the plant life cycle. And so I showed each stage or each phase of the plant. Can somebody help me or tell me what you, even though you're doing animals, tell me about the life of the plant. Carter?
The life cycle of the plant starts off as a seed, then it grows into a seedling,
Yes.
and then it starts growing its roots, and then it's
An adult.
it's a
Adult plant.
Good job.
Very,
Keep your
very
brain.
good. Okay, so what I did was I first drew the stages of my plant. Okay, and then for each stage I wrote the things that I know about that particular stage. What is a seed? What is a seedling? What's a sprout? What may happen during that stage? Okay, just like you described to me in the second stage of a tadpole, it grows its front legs first, and then it grows its back legs, okay? So once I did that, I used my clay to actually create the model, okay? Before I can use my clay to create the model, I have to draw it out first, okay? Just to get all my ideas together and on the page. So you're gonna have the opportunity to select between a frog, a butterfly, the mealworm, or the a ladybug, okay? And to assist you or to help you, you can also get a book, one of the books, to help you remember, even though you guys, I know you're experts at it, but to help you with some of the information about each stage, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I also want you to remember we learned about text features. So text features help us to locate what? What do they help us locate in our text? Dylan. Okay, maybe where you need to go, great, but we need to add on to that. Jeremiah.
It tells us what page of your story that you need to find your details from.
Okay, so that's what a table of contents does. That is a text feature, but what does a text feature necessarily do?
It help you recognize and get more information from the book.
Okay, so it helps keep the book organized. It helps you find information in a text. So when you get your book, like Ms. Freeman said, you're going to use a book in order to help you with this assignment. But I want you to use your text features. So we know that when you first choose your book, we're going to look at our what?
Table of contents.
Cover.
Your cover. Well, what on your cover?
Your title.
Your title, all right? And once you look at your title, that's how you're going to determine what book you're going to use, of course. Then we're going to go, when you go through here, I want you to make sure that you are looking at what chapter is what, okay? So don't just go flipping through the pages, looking at the pictures. I want you to make sure you're pulling those key details from the text. Is that understood?
Yes.
All right.
And another good text feature that would be helpful to your model is labels. So if you wanted to label a part of your particular insect or animal, you could do that as well. Okay? Okay. And the pictures. I'm sorry. But I do want to make one suggestion as well. We learned about the engineering design process, and even though you're not building anything, you don't have to. Engineering design process is the way that you think, okay? So first, you're going to ask yourself, what is it that I want to actually show? Which life cycle am I going to do? Then you're going to imagine, what do those stages look like, okay? Then you're going to plan. That's where you're going to actually draw it out so that you know which particular color of clay you're going to need, okay? Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Then you're going to create using your clay. And then if it's missing something once you're done, you can improve and add to it. You may decide to add labels, a caption, which this part could possibly be. Okay, does everybody understand?
Yes.
Easy peasy, right? Thumbs up if it's easy. I know it is because you guys are experts. Okay, so you want to start my table?
Yes, we can do tables. So, Ms. Freeman has explained all of your instructions. So you guys gave her a thumbs up, said you were ready, all right? So now what Ms. Jones wants you to do, I'm going to call you by tables. You are going to come and you are going to get the books you want, all right? Or the insect or animal that you choose, you're going to get that book. So you have several that you can choose from, which are the ladybug, the butterfly, the frog, and then a mealworm, all right? So you are going to choose your book, all right? Once you choose your book, you are going to go sit where Ms. Jones tells you to sit, all right? So my butterflies will be by our door. Our frogs will be on this side of the classroom by our book bags. Our ladybugs will be back by our sink. And our mealworms will be over here by Ms. Jones' desk, all right? So once you choose, you may go.
And then that way you guys can work collaboratively with the people that's in your group. You can gather ideas from each other. They can tell you if you're missing any information. It's okay for you to work together, Okay? All right, so we'll start with this table, and then you'll just come up, tell me what you want, and then you can go and pick your book. Okay.
Make sure you take your paper with you too, so you can plan before you start.
I wonder what
What do you want to choose from there?
We can put like what an egg is, what an
you don't get to copy this what the middle the stage is.
I mean like
You're supposed to draw the stage out so you know it. Like that, guys.
Excuse me.
So I just want to see what you guys are coming up with. Okay, so I see you have your explanation for an egg, right? So let me see. An egg is a lemon. Alright. Okay, so what does the egg look like? Alright.
Like
The egg look like a little oval. That looks like an oval. And alright, so you said here's an example. So what color is the egg?
yellow.
It's like a yellowish orangish color, right? You just told me that it was an oval shape. So did you guys add those details? So we know that it starts with an egg, right? But I want you to add those details as well, okay? So what does that egg look like? Where do they lay the egg? Where does the butterfly lay its egg?
It lays its egg.
Robin.
A butterfly lays the egg on a milkweed plant.
Okay, it can be on a milkweed plant, but that's for what type of butterfly?
A monarch
A monarch butterfly. Where do other butterflies lay their eggs? They lay their eggs on a leaf, okay? So I want you to make sure that you are including all of those details, because when Ms. Jones looks at your paper, or even someone else looks at your paper, what if they don't know the life cycle of a butterfly? You need to tell them all their details that they'll need in order to, so they'll say, well, hey, I know the life cycle of a butterfly now, okay? And not just, oh, it starts with an egg, okay? So make sure you're including all those details, all right? When I come back, I'm going to see if you have included those details with the egg, and then if you're including them in the rest of the life cycle as well, okay? Yes. Make sure you're pulling your facts from your text.
Okay, guys, so I see on your papers that you guys have drawn out or illustrated the different phases in the life cycle of a ladybug. That's what you chose. And I see that the first stage you have is an egg, right? So did you all find some information in your book about the stage of an egg?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me something? What are we going to write here? What detail are you going to write about the egg?
A female ladybug lays her eggs.
Okay. Is there something else within the book that talks about eggs?
Yes.
So what else can we find about the egg?
A ladybug starts inside.
Okay, a ladybug starts inside an egg.
One ladybug can lay 1,000 eggs in her lifetime.
Very good. Very good. What about you? Did you find a key detail about the eggs?
The eggs hatch and ants crawl, tiny creatures.
Okay, very good. So that's what you're going to do throughout the rest of your paper. So you don't have to have the same information, okay? So for each stage, you're going to gather a key piece of detail or information from the text, and then you'll transfer it to your paper, okay? Good job.
You using red?
What's the colors you're going to be?
Oh, I can't remember.
Why we get yellow? No, don't say. It's a little empty.
I made some yellow. So you're going to use brown for dots. You gotta use brown for dots.
I made a butterfly button.
It's easy to miss the make my paper yellow, okay? Yellow. I need some. My body's gonna be skinny. Like that. I just have to put the information on the dot. You gotta put the dots on the thing. Oh yeah, the dots. Oh, can I sit down? About this much. If you need more, it's okay. I don't know what it's not up so good. I need to shake this thing. It can be that kind of color. Yeah, I shaped it out. This is my okay. Now the larva is gonna be red. And you use red. No, we got no red. No, I'm using red.
No, what we can use?
What do we need, bro?
The caterpillar and these were white. We're white. I mean,
What, white and
no, yellow and white.
Jayla got on white. Jayla got on white.
Jayla.
Oh. Oh, mine turned out. Mine turned out, y'all. Mine turned out. Mine turned out first. Hey, y'all. With the larva, you gotta add some layers. That's. It's like this.
No, not this. Okay.
I have to do. You put that white on top of the green.
Which can you mix up the white and yellow for the
Not
white
all
and
of it, though.
the white and the green for the caterpillar? Yes, if you
Oh wait, hold on. That's what.
Hey, remember that the Play-Doh can go a long way, okay? So you don't have to use such big pieces. So you take a little bit and you kind of stretch it out or roll it. It's gonna. If you roll it, it's gonna turn into a ball. It'll turn out smaller, but you can use less, okay? Because we need to use these for other projects. Remember that, all right? No,
Tiny piece of chocolate.
we ain't using green for the Christmas. We're using brown.
We using
Okay.
green and white. You see that with the white? You can like this and make it bigger, or you can add this. I need as much brown as I can. So the life cycle then. The life cycle go around in place. I'm just trying to go. It goes larva. No, wait, not larva. I need some more. Tadpole. I'll let you. Egg, tadpole with legs. Yeah. Young adult. How to make this? It's hard. How do you make some
legs.
Actually, I know how to. You just gotta pinch it down.
Do not play
That's
with
my
it.
legs right there, my red legs. The legs have to be green. We can use the extra Play-Doh.
That's a
What?
We gotta talk about
You don't play with Play-Doh.
So,
I said you don't play with Play-Doh.
I can't put it as
my
You
time.
don't tell. I
Then
know.
I can add.
Oh, look at you. Yours look much better than mine.
So then, I use a little bit of brown.
Oh, but then let me do it.
Okay, boys and girls, you all did an amazing job with your groups and your partners, finding information, creating your models of your life cycles. So we're gonna ask for one group to share with the rest of the class what they did and some of the information that you found. So let's, Nehemiah and Dedrick, wanna come share really quickly? Okay. Well, tell them what you